Williamsville to Orchard Park, covering all of Western New York. This is News 4, your local news leader.
Not only with the warmer temperatures, but also the spring marks the start of college tours for many high school students and their families. And one organization is bringing many of the options from around the region and nationwide to one place.
More than 150 different colleges and universities will be at the Buffalo Convention Center next week. To tell us all about it, right now we are joined by Sydney Youngberg, Senior Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Daemen University. Sydney, thank you so much for coming in this
afternoon. Thank you for having me.
So a really big college fair coming up. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so it's really designed for college-bound juniors just starting their college admissions process to be able to go around and talk to all the schools that we have here. We have 177 signed up right now. We usually get a couple of late-minute stragglers, so 180 to 200 is what we expect. And even college-bound seniors who are kind of making the final steps in their decision, it's a great place for you to come and just ask questions about eligibility, financial aid, scholarships, all that kind of information.
It can be, of course, challenging, and it can be a stressful time for many families preparing for college. What do you recommend families do ahead of time before coming to the fair?
Yeah, I recommend doing a little bit of research on any majors or programs that you're interested in, looking at different schools that you might be interested in based on size, location, anything like that, and just coming to see who's there that meets those criteria.
That's good to know, because it could be especially overwhelming for the students and the families when there are so many schools all taking part, all there. What would you say is the best way to go about navigating the fair itself? Should you have those ideas as to the schools as to where you think you want to find your interest in, or should they explore a little bit more?
Yeah, both are a great option. So the fair, it's kind of chaos when all the students are there in the mornings for those sessions, but they make it pretty easy to navigate along the little rails and alleyways. So you can talk to any school that you would like. Sometimes there are lines, but it usually goes pretty quick to get your questions answered. But definitely come in with that list and get those must talk to schools taken care of, and then see what else everyone else has to offer, because a lot of times if you're talking to one school and they hear you're interested in PT, we could mention, oh, I hear another school is really interested in or has a great program in this. So it's a good time to just kind of see what your options are.
And of course, we're talking about local schools that are going to be there too, but also probably schools from outside the area.
Yeah,
out of state.
Anyone is welcome to attend. So we have schools from all over the country. One popular one last year was Wyoming, which obviously is Josh Allen's alma mater. So that one had quite a bit of a line. But yeah, you can really find anyone here.
And one of those schools also includes Daemen. How does it, on the other side of things, benefit the schools to have all these prospective students come by and ask questions?
So it's really beneficial because right now we have 92 different high schools registered from this area. So it allows for one central location for almost all of the Western New York schools to come and talk to different colleges. And being on the college side, we get a lot of different questions in and out about financial aid. What am I eligible for? Do you have basketball? Whatever it is. Our basketball team is crushing it right now. But it's just a good time to get to know the schools a little bit better. And yeah, ask us any questions. That's what we're here for. There's no such thing as a dumb question or something that you should be afraid to ask. This is your time to get to know the schools, see if you like the answers, if you're talking to a nice person, and if you can see yourself becoming a student at that university or college.
All right, so right there on the screen, we got the QR code. There it goes. And we just started talking about it. But more information, I'm sure, is probably going to be on your website, and we'll put that out there to folks as well. Before we go,
very quickly, do people need to register ahead of time?
I would recommend pre-registering. When you do, you'll go through a little bit of a college matchmaking process to answer questions based on, same things I mentioned before: size, location, majors, all that kind of stuff. If 4 out of those 5 parameters match with the parameters each college set, then you'll be matched together as a potential good fit. So by pre-registering, you'll have access to that. All of the info is on the WNYSchoolCounselor.org website /BNCF. And there are links to the different sessions we have during the evening session, helpful resources, a list of all the schools participating. You can find it all there.
Awesome.
All right, Sydney, thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Appreciate the time. Thanks for stopping on by.